You know, Maryland, we talk about we defend, we rebound, and we run. And then we have a ton of fun doing it.
If you came to prove, there's no reason to prove. And now you've got yourself something funky.
The team's year-end event provided us a chance to reflect on some of the things we learned about this 2016 Terrapins team.
You know, sometimes when people come up to me and they think it's automatic, right? Hey, you're going to go to Final Four. Hey, you're going to win the Big Ten regular season or tournament title. But these guys make it look easy. It's really, really hard, and it's a reflection of all the work that they put in each, you know, starting from the summertime all the way up. Again, you know, 32 wins, the 7th time in school history, all in the last 15 years. That's consistency, 32 wins. You know, it wasn't until we got in the NCAA tournament that my brilliant 9-year-old son, Tyler, informed me that as we were getting ready to go into the big dance, that this team was going to come out with the fewest amount of losses of any team that's been here in Maryland. My 9-year-old let me know. So that was great. I said, thank you, Tyler. National championship team went 34-4. This team went 32-3. The highest scoring team ever, 89.3 points per game. First team that was able to score the national championship team was 83.3, 89.9 in terms of what they were doing. Highest average margin of victory in school history. Every game they went out, and the average was 24.8, so round up to 25.
You go, girl.
We learned on the very first day how hard this team was willing to work. We learned they love to travel and experience new things.
The Maryland Terrapins will be representing the United States of America in the 2017 World University Games in Taiwan.
We learned the coaches tirelessly put in the work to prepare practices and games.
You know, every year when we go into a season, you know, we spend a lot of time talking about the sacrifices you have to make to be able to do it at the highest level. And I can think back to our exercise we did in Las Vegas this year. And we took the team, came off the court, and we talked about, you know, for us to be successful this year, everybody was going to have to sacrifice. And that was going to take place in terms of minutes. You know, obviously having 2 All-Americans who are going to take a lot of minutes, you know, we were going to have to sacrifice in other areas. And, you know, I'm really proud of the sacrifices that this team made.
We learned it wasn't just excellence in the classroom, but the community as well.
Oh, good job. What's your name?
My name's Penelope.
How old are you?
I'm 6.
Wow, you're grown. You like basketball?
Yeah.
Are you good? You ready to shoot? Like the fact that I can come in and do such a simple task and it help these kids and like bring up their confidence and all that stuff and just help them like learn the game and make that big of an impact. it's actually just like, it's inspiring. And it's just like the fact that they look up to us. It's a big responsibility and like a big thing to be able to have. So I'm glad that I was able to come in here 24 hours after the game and make a big impact on somebody's life. Oh. You gotta dunk it. Dunk it. Ready? Wait, no. Oh. Wait, go ahead, get it. Yay! Good job. Yeah, I honestly love kids. I have 3 little nieces, and they just bring joy to me. And I think they just like to play with me, and I like playing with them. And to just having that bond, like me and Penelope, when we're doing the shooting and stuff, like they just make me so happy. And I find them so funny and just entertaining.
And we also learned they knew how to have fun along the way.
Every time I see your face, my heart smiles. Every time it feels so good, it hurts sometimes. Creating this world to love, to hold, to feel, to breathe, to live you. Dangerous I love with you. You set me free.
And we actually learned what the secret weapon was the whole time.
Secret weapon that they had in Maryland. Nobody would ever tell me about it, but now that I'm here, I get it.
You have to have it.
Coach B offered me the position to pick up the secret weapon every day. I was so surprised, you know. Nobody knows I do this, you know. It's top secret. Tons of responsibility, you know. Family doesn't know about it at all. If they did, they'd be honored.
Man, when I tell you that was a life changer, cleaning the floor.
I really had no idea what it was at first.
I think I use it the most in preseason.
I think kids would think, oh, like, I usually see my dad using it in the car. Everybody should definitely try it out, though.
I call it Maryland's secret weapon. But the players, they just call it the buffer.
I first heard about the buffer my first day here. I had no idea what people were talking about. And it was literally a car buffer that you could buy on Home Depot, and they slapped a Maryland sticker on the side, and that was it.
We also were reminded what hard work can produce. For superfan Bradley Wilson, his special opportunity came after several seasons of supporting the team, at home games and on the road.
Go up more, Bradley.
There you go. There's a ladder. Come on. Bradley. Okay, Brad. Here we go, Bradley.
A little of a slip. But this young person, we really appreciate the passion that he shows to our team. He's our good luck charm, home games, road games. You know, he loves to go have milkshakes with us on the road. He can ball himself a little bit. Bradley Wilson.
We also learned there are many unsung heroes who work and sacrifice and support this team in many ways.
This year's Dedication and Service Award is to Jen Elcano. You know, her 14th year with our program. 14th year. So, by far the youngest person on our staff. But anyone who comes through our program is always greeted with a smile, the stability. I mean, when you talk about consistency, someone that, you know, I've been fortunate to be able to grow up with, the two of us in our office. And I love the fact that she's kind of our unsung hero when you talk about each and every day and what she means to our program, Jen Elcano. Obviously, it takes a team at the home front when you talk about my husband, Mark, and, you know, I wouldn't be standing here today without the sacrifices and support that he's made for me. I think most people probably would know this, but it's not easy being married to a coach, all right? You feel every single emotion. Every bullet that goes in the stands, whether people like the outcome of the game or they don't, you receive it. Every win, every loss, your family lives it. And I know for our team, anyone who looked in the stands, I had this moment against Oregon. I don't even know why. I don't even look back in the stands. I never hear anything that goes on in games. It's a beautiful thing, right? As a head coach, I barely hear anything ever. So if you're disappointed, I'm sorry. But I never hear a voice. And for whatever reason, we're playing Oregon. And the fourth quarter, I look back at Tyler, and he's just sobbing. And, you know, I looked back, and I'm like, he'll get over it, you know. Part of life, learn how to win and how to lose. I don't even know why I turned around. It must have been a motherly instinct. But, you know, we do feel it, and God love Tyler. He's as emotional and as passionate as his mother, and he feels every single thing. So we live it as a family, and there's so many more highs that we're really blessed and really fortunate as a family to be able to endure, but obviously for my husband and for our family at times, you got to deal with the lows, and we understand that's what comes with it. But can't thank my husband enough for the selflessness of the role that he takes. What I love about this class is they're extremely hungry. You know, they're coachable, really, really high work ethics, and, you know, I'm really excited because they have a bright future as they continue to put their head down and work. So first thing, you know, I'd say about Kyla is that jumps out at you with Kyla is just her motor, all right? You know, my favorite part of Kyla is that she loves defense. It's been kind of sometimes hard to find. So when you talk about from when she walked in through the doors, I mean, just a winner. She's confident. You know, I knew, you know, one of our first couple practices back in the summer when we were getting ready for Italy, when she started to line up and she looked for Tori and she wanted to be able to guard Tori, I was like, yes. You know, what's not to love? She was fearless, competitive, really confident, became our fourth leading scorer this year. I mean, are you kidding me? 10 and 6 as a freshman. 10 points, 6 rebounds as a freshman. Named to the All Big Ten freshman team this year, and, you know, I'm really, really excited about her future. Stephanie Jones. I joke about this with the Jones family, right? I mean, I need one more, you know, 2 more, you know, starting 5, right? Anyone who watched us play, you could automatically see the sister to connection. It was fabulous to be able to watch. I told our staff, I mean, trying to figure out how I could get them in together because of that connection was awesome. She just got invited to try out for the USA Basketball Under-19 team. Sarah Myers. You know, all I can say about Sarah is she's just a worker. and a tremendous compliment when you talk about what she does on and off the court, in the classroom, as she gets on the court. I love her mentality, and your number will be called at some point in a season and in a career. So, to be able to see when we played Michigan State in the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament, and her number got called, and she came in and had some of the biggest moments of the tournament in that game. And incredible to be able to see when you talk about, that's why you put your head down, and that's why you put the work in that you do. And so I'm really excited for Sarah and for her future and going into her sophomore season. Sarah Myers. Blair Watson. Similar to Steph, Blair had no Italy. No preseason, was cleared in October after having shoulder surgery. She continues to show as she gets in the gym. She's a deadly three-point shooter. Some things, absolutely. Some things, I didn't know she could defend the ball like I was able to see this year. Her competitiveness, her tenacity, and all that she's done. So we're really, really excited about Blair going into a healthy sophomore season. And one of my favorite things is to be able to watch freshmen to go to their sophomore year, because again, that's where you see the biggest jump take place. And I thought for this young lady, both physically and mentally, there was no bigger jump in terms of from maturity, confidence, work ethic. So I'd like to break up Brianna Frazier. And just rocking the dress, rocking the dress. Nobody does it better. Nobody does it better. From Brooklyn, New York, I'm excited about Bree, and again, she's so talented. Continues to scratch the surface for what's ahead. There was at some point, I know as a staff, we started watching her in practice this year, and it's like all of a sudden she went from here to above the rim, getting rebounds and put back layups, and we started looking at each other and we're like, wow. I'm excited about our junior class when you continue to talk about providing tremendous team leadership for our program. And as I talk about these juniors, again, understanding it as they move into their senior years, what's going to be expected for them. So I'd like to bring up Kristen Comfroy. As a junior, she was academic All-Big Ten. She was selected to the Big Ten Sportsmanship Award, the Coast-SIDA Academic All-District Team. And again, when you talk about Kristen, is what you see is what you get, which is a beautiful thing. And she had a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. So again, each and every day, I mean, when you talk about someone with a championship mentality, she's a pre-med major, and again, juggles it and makes it look so effortlessly. All while she's been spending in her junior year, right, getting ready for the MCATs, 8 hours a day or 8 hours, every 2 days, something crazy. Aisha Small. We were really fortunate with Aisha when you talk about the depth she was able to provide, the fact that Aisha can play multiple positions. She's tough, she's aggressive. I'd like to see her be able to rebound a little more, but she was a big, aggressive defender, slasher for us this year. That can really score the basketball. She was named to the academic All-Big Ten team. She's worked really hard. News to you. Asia Ellison. Again, you always want people in your program that come in every day with a great attitude, and I can't say enough about Asia in terms of her attitude, her mentality, each and every day, energy in the locker room for us. We're excited to be able to get her back into the fold. Kiara Leslie. Also someone that was named to the academic All Big Ten team. She's someone that has worked extremely hard. Kiara is someone that is going to be able to graduate this summer in terms of with her degree. Eliana Kristinaki. Eliana is a transfer from Florida, and if you haven't met Eliana and her big personality, you soon will. I'm excited about her future. And when you talk about someone who's come in and used this year to be able to sit out, she is a big, dynamic scoring machine. She was able to get into our practices this year, the leading scorer at Florida. She is someone that comes in, can't get enough workouts with strength and conditioning, can't get enough workouts with our coaches. We have to put a schedule together every week because of the training that she loves to do. What more can you say? And this is pretty impressive when you talk about 125 in 17 in their 4 years with an 88% winning percentage. '66 and 5 in Xfinity with a 93% winning percentage. 2 Final Fours, 6 Big Ten titles, undefeated in the Big Ten with their record their junior year. They are 58 and 3 in the Big Ten. They both have played in every single game of their careers, 142 straight games.
I remember freshman year, I think it was when we had our first scrimmage, so it was the first time Coach B's ever used her clipboard. And I remember she was writing down all the initials for the people who were starting out, and I remember the first thing she wrote was SWK, and I had no idea what that was. I actually thought it was a play, so I'm like, dang, I forgot the play. What is that? I was thinking sook. I called it sook. I was like, what is sook? So I'm asking around. I didn't know what it was. And then finally I was told SWK, Shatori Walker Kimbrough, and I'm like, duh. So it's a little team insider, but now everybody on the team calls her sook.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for continuing to shower me with blessings, along with bringing us all here today to celebrate our wonderful season. I want to thank my mother and mine, Shani, for coming to share this evening with me as well. In some way, shape, or form, whether you know it or not, each and every one of you have made a positive impact on my life, and I want to thank you for that. Your support and encouragement for these last 4 years are unmatched. These last 4 years have had their ups and their downs, and some days I didn't know how I was going to make it to the next one. But I stayed the course, and because of you all, I was able to leave my mark here on this wonderful university. I want to thank my sisters for continuing to push me and help me grow as a leader, player, and woman. I want to thank our wonderful coaching staff and support staff for your guidance and patience as well. I would also like to take a moment to thank Bill Hennigan for being a mentor for me. You helped show me that Shatori the person is just as important as Shatori the basketball player. In about 2 weeks, I'll be able to open another chapter of my life that I only dreamt about doing, a goal that I've always had my mind set on, and because of everyone in this room, I will be able to accomplish. I understand that I am truly blessed, but I also want to give the credit to everyone in this room. This program has opened so many doors for me, and I couldn't imagine spending my college career at any other school. I genuinely love you all. Go Terps.
Everyone said it would go by quickly, but as a freshman, learning everything for the first time, it was hard to believe. Now looking back, the years may have flown by, but I will have memories to last me a lifetime. I want to thank Coach B for giving me this amazing opportunity to not only grow as a player, but as a person. Thank you to the coaches, Coach A, Coach Terry, Coach Bet, especially for being with me in the post and the workouts. No, that wasn't easy. Special thanks to Megan for pushing me during rehab, coming in my freshman year, because without you, I wouldn't be who I am now. And thanks to Libby for being my mom away from home. Thank you to my teammates, friends, and sisters that I have made over these past 4 years. I have found friendships that I've never thought I would have found here at Maryland. Melina, you have become one of my best friends, and I couldn't imagine these past 4 years without you. Ish, even though she left. I never would have guessed we would have became so close, but I'm so glad we did. Blair, Kyla, Sarah, it's been an honor to play with you for this past year, and even though we only had a year, you guys always make me smile, and I'm so glad to have been your teammate. Steph, I'm so glad we had this year together. There wasn't any injuries this time. And no more. Knock on wood. Bree Frazier, I can't wait to see you grow as a player and hold down the BMFs. Kristen, Asia, Kira, you're amazing people, and I can't wait to see what life has in store for you. Eliana, it's been great these past years. You always make me laugh, and I'm so glad to have you as a teammate. Shatori, I feel like we've been through a lot together. Coaching changes, game day sprints, and championships. There's no one else I would want to share these moments with, and I'm excited to see how your success continues throughout your career. To my family, I'm so grateful for all the sacrifices you've made and support you've shown me. I'm so glad I've been able to share all these ups and downs with you over these past 4 years and all the ones yet to come. I love you. Last but not least, thank you to the fans and the rebounders that have supported me in the Maryland program from the beginning. I am so proud to call myself a Terp for life. Thank you, and go Terps.
Brianna Jones and Shatori Walker-Kimbrough getting it done.
A dynamic duo for Maryland.